I'm at Garland Police Department. For other people, they protect and serve. Yes, I'd like to speak with someone in the public integrity unit. Yes. I'm sorry? Yes, or internal affairs? Internal affairs? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
For what?
Is it guarded? I just can't come in here and ask to speak with someone in internal affairs?
No, I'm just asking you, do you want to file a complaint or something?
Yes. I've already filed it. I haven't had an update, and my calls haven't been returned, in fact, for years for a lot of different things. I'd like to speak with a victim's advocate, but the police kept interrupting me and told me to go to Salvation Army in Plano. When I was interrupting me speaking with the victim's advocate, I was telling her my life was in jeopardy and I was terrified. So they told me to go to Salvation Army in Plano, which doesn't have housing. And if I'm afraid for my life, why would they want me to go to a homeless shelter? I don't know either. That's why I want to speak with the public integrity to get down to the bottom of it. And why I was arrested at New Beginnings, sitting at a support group and assaulted.
I don't know anything about that. Internal affairs isn't in on the weekend.
Oh, they're not here today?
Do you have the phone number for them?
Oh, they're not in on the weekends. Well, can I report abuse? Can I speak with this? What if there's an emergency situation and I fear my safety?
That's what 911 is for, man.
I'm at the police department right now.
Yeah, so I'm asking you, what can I help you with?
I'm sorry?
What can I help you with?
Yes, I did say. Did you already know I was coming here? Because stalking is criminal. Because I had a lot of people that were following me when I got here. You guys refused to investigate. I'm just saying that I get stalked relentlessly. And I'm asking you, I'm telling you that I fear my life. And then last time I was telling the advocate, yeah, because I was telling the advocate and the police interrupted it. In fact, at multiple different locations, they did it at Garland and a multitude of shelters.
Okay.
So if people are being taking bribes to keep me in jeopardy,
I can assure you that no one...
I'm just saying, if I just want to know my legal rights, if parties are taking bribes to keep me in jeopardy, is that criminal?
If someone's taking bribes, it's criminal, but I can assure you that...
We're deflecting. We're deflecting. Look at my YouTube channel. There's no need to ensure which is on camera footage. I was sitting at a domestic violence support group and was assaulted and hauled off.
I have no idea who you are, so I'm taking your word that if
You should. I mean, it's on camera footage. You can investigate, but some kind of way I've slipped through the cracks like 100 times with the police department.
Okay, so what is it you need today?
This is abusive because I've already stated that I fear my safety in life. How can the police department? It says up there that you protect and serve.
How can I help you?
How do you protect and serve?
Well, what are you in fear for today?
I get stalked, relentlessly stalked, and I'm terrorized by the government and can't get law enforcement. And the government has become my abusers. Yeah. I had a police, and then I was someone. When I picked up my phone, they were following me, and when I picked up my phone, they turned off.
Reports about that?
I'm sorry?
Have you filed any reports?
They've said they've caught it. They want to investigate. It's been on camera footage. We getting ran off roads. I showed the police Garland police footage, and they.
Filed reports for that?
Yeah, you have them here.
Okay.
And footage.
Okay.
But I don't understand why the government won't let me get protected. Why I keep going. I want to know why I was arrested at the Texas Rangers. Sir, I want to know why I was arrested at the Texas Rangers, begging for my life as well as my children's life, telling them my daughter was in abuse. Yes, so can you look it up? I'm sorry?
Do I look like a Texas Ranger to you?
I don't know why you're being abusive, sir. Narcissistic abuse. Because a narcissistic abuse, that is abusive.
That's not abusive.
Narcissistic abuse is abusive. To tell me, when I tell you that I was reporting my abuse and my daughter's abuse, to ask me if you look like a Texas Rangers.
What you're trying to...
Garland police came and arrested me. Can you find out why they did it? Because internal affairs won't call me.
Report number?
And I didn't. They were arresting me. There's a report number for getting arrested. I couldn't go to court.
There's a report number every time someone gets arrested.
Okay, they hide evidence from me. I don't know. I wasn't even allowed to go to court, so I have no clue what's going on. I don't have rights.
I have no knowledge of that.
Okay, well, you're police, so I'm asking you to look in your system to figure it out. Are you covering for it, or are you trying to protect and serve?
I don't know who you...
Because I go to police department, to government building for every party to cover for crimes.
You see this? We don't give any information out in reports, okay?
Well, then you're deflecting. You're bullying me instead of just telling me what you need. This is abuse.
If you were arrested, then you should have been provided...
I wasn't even allowed to go to court is what I'm trying to communicate.
Why weren't you allowed to go to court?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Well, you're police. Why won't you find out why I was arrested and then deprive the right to go to court?
Different different system.
Are you sure you're not covering for it? Because I don't understand why I go to building and I can't find someone with integrity, period.
Okay.
So I want to report this YouTube channel. I want to report a crime that's going on in this YouTube channel, and I'm not deprived of law enforcement everywhere I go.
What crime is going on?
I'm deprived of law enforcement, which is criminal. I want to report that, and I want to give you my YouTube channel.
Depriving you of law.
Look at my YouTube channel. I want to report my YouTube channel. Are you denying me a report?
I'm not denying.
Okay, I want to do a report and report my YouTube channel and show evidence that I'm being deprived of law enforcement everywhere I
A
go.
report about your YouTube channel.
Are you being condescending and abusive?
No, I'm trying to be clear.
I'm reporting that I'm deprived of law enforcement, which is a criminal offense. It's a crime to deprive a citizen of law enforcement.
How am I depriving you?
I'm deprived of all law enforcement,
Deprived of all law enforcement.
all of it, and I would like to give you evidence of my YouTube channel and do a report.
Are you a
I would like to
citizen of
exercise my rights to do a report and get an investigation.
Are you a citizen of Garland?
Yes,
Okay. You have your ID on you?
I do.
Okay.
You said, I think. I mean, why won't you just review the body cam footage so we don't have to? I mean, Internal Affairs never called me back. Why do you guys just keep saying you think instead of reviewing the body cam footage? I'm not understanding why you just won't review the evidence. Because tampering with evidence is a felony.
Stop speaking over me, or you?
You're being rude. I don't know why I get violated at every law enforcement agency I go into.
Well, I'm trying to explain.
You're gaslighting me.
Your questions.
I don't know how they know to set up these corrupt people to bully and violate me.
Putting a camera in front of my face while I'm trying to talk to you.
It has no light on it. Here's the ID right here, and you're being abusive. This is emotional abuse.
Abusive.
You are. This is emotional abuse.
Okay.
And it happens when I wasn't getting assaulted and violated trying to report crimes.
I'm not assaulting you.
Is it a crime to insult someone and violate them at a domestic violence support group, like I told in Internal Affairs?
Like I told you, I've never met you a day.
I'm reporting crimes right now, and you're violating me. If a police came in that was corrupt, assaulted me, and removed and arrested me for sitting at a domestic violence support group on body cam footage, and all these parties with their witnessed and sat there and watched the abuse. That happened at New Beginnings in Garland, Texas.
When?
That was April of 2019, right before COVID.
Did you file a report?
I did.
Okay, so that's already been filed.
Okay, I never got an update. They won't call me back. In fact, none of the Internal Affairs, no locations will call me back.
For that report?
I'm sorry? You haven't looked up anything. You got my ID. It's more like you're tampering with evidence, which is a felony. What did you get my ID for?
I'm not tampering.
Okay, well, you got my ID. Go ahead and complete something with the
You said
system.
you wanted to make another report today. So
I am, but go ahead and see what you find out in the system in my name. It's hard when everywhere I go, they're covering up for crimes and gaslighting and mistreating me and bullying me. You know how it feels? Sir, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question, please?
You've been asking me.
Can I ask you a question real quick? Okay. Can you imagine how it feels? If you have an emergency, if someone breaks into your house, can you call the police?
That's what you call.
Okay. Okay. Can you imagine how it feels when you can't
Why can't
and you police cover for the crimes? Can you imagine how it feels to get robbed, pickpocketed?
Conspiracy against you?
That's what you're getting my YouTube channel for.
I don't want your YouTube channel.
Well, I'm reporting it to the police. Why would you tamper with evidence? That's a felony.
How am I tampering with evidence?
Because I'm giving you evidence of getting violated by multiple different departments, and you're tampering with evidence and won't take it.
That's not tampering with evidence.
It is tampering with evidence. If you're not taking evidence, that is tampering with evidence. It's a clear-cut felony. What are you talking about? I don't know why so many parties lie to me involved in the government at every department I go to. Like they're waiting on me to commit crimes. Well, you know to lie and tamper with evidence
No, I don't. That's called.
and violate and be narcissistic.
And I don't want to go to prison for doing.
Well, but I haven't found anybody that wasn't trying to go to prison. For years.
Why would I risk my life?
You're looking up the information, sir. I don't want to be gaslit and violated trying to do a police report like I've been in the past and arrested and assaulted. I just want to do a police report in peace without getting violated. That's all I want.
Mrs. Clark.
And I haven't been deprived of that right for years because I've been getting assaulted, violated, arrested, given criminal trespasses, reporting crimes,
Okay.
which is criminal.
They can criminally trespass you from somewhere if they want to criminally trespass.
No, they can't criminal trespass me to tamper with evidence. That's a crime. You can't criminal trespass someone for reporting crimes. It's criminal. Abusing your power to criminal trespass someone so you can get away with your crimes is a crime. If you go up to a person that's reporting you and you criminal trespass them, you don't know that's a crime? Or are you covering up for it? If a police abuses their power to interrupt someone reporting them, to criminal trespass them from the location that they can get help, you didn't know that was a crime?
You still live off of Ledbetter?
No. But what I'm asking you, I don't know why multiple parties deflect. They did this the other day at the FBI.
You went to the
You don't want me to know if this is a crime? Why do you guys not want me to know if you're committing crimes?
Okay.
Why don't you want me to know my rights if you're not violating them?
I'm not. You have.
Okay, so if the police comes there and gives me a criminal trespass to deprive me of vital locations, is that a crime?
So the thing about criminal trespass,
No. The question hasn't been answered. It's like you're covering for it again.
I'm trying to answer.
If a criminal police, you're disregarding my question. If a criminal police abuses its power, a police officers abuse their power, what can?
Generally speaking, if someone were to abuse their power as an authority figure, that would be a crime.
Okay, well that's what's going on, and I can't report it anywhere. Everywhere I go, they're covering for it.
You're not making any sense.
Well, you look at the YouTube channel, that'll make sense. Because being gaslit and violated for trying to report crimes doesn't make sense either. And being arrested at a domestic violence support group doesn't make sense. Being arrested at the Texas Rangers reporting child abuse and family violence and all this doesn't make sense. Being pushed and shoved at the trying to get a protection order doesn't make sense. And being deprived of my right to go to court doesn't make sense.
I have no control over that.
If you're a police officer and you're covering for it, you do have control because that's a felony.
You keep saying I'm covering for something.
Sir, being narcissistic, contributing to narcissistic abuse and violating me trying to do this report is not acceptable.
Buzzwords that you're using.
It's because I shouldn't be violated every time I'm trying to do a report and arrested and assaulted and given criminal trespasses to enforce criminal activity and abuse.
Violation of your rights or you.
I'm sorry?
Nothing I've done here is in violation of
Yes, you're making it hard for me to do police reports. All of the departments are. That is abuse. You shouldn't abuse your power to make it difficult for me to report crimes.
You're having issues with. You're saying that you believe that you're saying this.
Okay, if you have integrity, why are you condoning someone assaulting me and arresting me for sitting at a domestic violence support group? What's your name?
Officer Caltabiano.
And your badge number?
11280.
Okay. Why are you condoning me being pushed and shoved, getting a protection order, trying to get a protection order?
Condone that.
Well, you're condoning it now by depriving me the right to report my abuse. And you're condoning it by bullying me trying to do a report of my abuse. And the Garland police condoned it when they arrested me at the Texas Rangers for reporting my family's abuse. They condoned it when they arrested me for sitting at a domestic violence support group, New Beginnings in Garland. If you cover for that and then you bully me trying to get an update and get information and report my abuse, you are condoning it.
Were you arrested from there?
Yes, in criminal activity, yes. That's what I'm reporting.
Okay, I'm trying to
thank
all
you.
this stuff up for you.
Thank you. Because if I could have found out if I was allowed to go to court, but certain citizens don't have that right
That's not how that works.
It is how it works. That's why I'm at the police department. It is how it works. I was deprived of my right to go to court. It's somebody doing the investigation. If you guys would investigate the 100 or something reports I give you, you see it.
In 2019.
What's going on now that I'm reporting that I fear my safety and I can't report it anywhere? The government covers for it and enforces it.
There were a lot of times where they stopped doing court because of COVID.
It was before COVID.
Yeah, so probably when your court date finally came around.
No. This is what's hard because when I do reports, people cover for it everywhere I go. I was not allowed to go to court there. The 255th District Court, Itasca, for the family court, they deprived me of my right to go to court. It's happened at multiple courts. Well, if I'm being targeted, I don't know why I can't report that anywhere.
I promise you, you're not being targeted.
Okay, well, if you look at my YouTube channel, you can see it. It's more like you're covering for it. I can't find people that aren't covering for it. It's on camera footage. The police came and interrupted me trying to show the shelter footage of me getting ran off the road, and police wouldn't investigate it. With footage of me getting ran off the road. Recorded it, license plate number and everything. So they covered for it and then told the shelter not to help me, set me an appointment a month away. She did. I came back for a support group terrified for my life because I was getting ran off the road and I couldn't find integrity at any law enforcement agency I had been to, period. Or any church or any location that I'd been to, period.
Clark, what's your current address?
Don't receive my mail out of corruption.
Okay, what's your phone number?
Okay, so you're going to document, they've been documenting it years and not having been investigated. And I did state that I feel my life is in jeopardy and I don't want to know why the United States deprived me of getting assistance and entices all these locations to deprive me of help in domestic violence. So I'm asking for help to get out of abuse because I can't get out on my own.
Who is currently abusing you?
You look at my YouTube channel, I'm targeted. I get ran off roads, cut off roads. I'm violated every day, abuse in stores. There's 2 interference with child custody crimes. My family is afraid, and I barely talk to them.
Okay, what mental diagnosis do you have, ma'am?
Okay, I don't understand why you keep gaslighting me to enforce me to stay in abuse at multiple different locations.
I'm asking you
I don't. It's on my YouTube channel. You can look at it. Look at the channel. I don't know why the government enforces that I stay in abuse and won't help me get out my abuse.
Well,
Is that
all I
criminal?
do today is document what you've told
I
me.
don't. Is it criminal to force me to stay in abuse if you abuse your power and deprive me of any assistance to get out of abuse? Okay. Well, I'm asking for help. Do you ask all parties if they're mentally ill and deprive them of help when they're asking for help? Isn't that a violation of my civil rights?
Before I asked that.
Okay, well, I would like help. Why would you deprive me of that? Let the party that's assisting me, well, you're covering for it, sir. Let the party that will assist me in the domestic violence, let them be look over my information. I don't understand why you would enforce abuse. I want you to call help. I don't have rights, sir. I don't know why you guys don't follow. Why won't you follow the procedure if someone comes in here and says that their life is in jeopardy? Why would you cover for it? Why do you guys keep on forcing me to call numbers? Are you guys breaking into my phone, controlling my phone?
I don't know who you are.
Okay, well, I didn't ask for a pamphlet. Why do the multitude of locations want me to call on my phone when I'm in
Would
person?
you like to go to a mental institution?
I don't. Why would you deprive me of the right to be safe? Why would the government prevent me, assault me, and arrest me for trying to be safe, and arrest me at the Texas Rangers?
I don't have.
Okay, so why are you abusing your power to keep me from getting out of a domestic violence situation?
Who's abusing?
I just told you I was ran off the road.
Who is abusing?
They're stalking. You're committing a crime right now.
Who is abusing you?
I reported him multiple times. I can't find parties that. His name is Jason Gardner of Vivid Images Baton Rouge.
He lives in Louisiana.
He supposedly.
Okay. Well, that has to be taken up with Louisiana PD.
Okay, so, okay, why are you committing a crime right now and covering for it? That's a lie. If I'm getting violated in this location, you have a responsibility to keep me safe. I'm sorry?
Where's he at?
I don't know where he's at right now. He sends people to violate and abuse his power to have a multitude of people cover and enforce his crimes. We're deflecting. I have a lot of videos of being violated.
Okay.
I can show you that. I don't know why you want to gaslight, deflect, and blame me for mental illness for you covering up for my abuse. And I don't know why multiple parties have done that for years.
I've done all I can for you today.
Why are you forcing me to be in abuse?
I'm not forcing you to.
I would like to get help to get out the domestic violence. I don't know why the government is not allowing me to get help.
For domestic violence help in Dallas County.
I told you that I'm in Garland
I
now.
don't know anything about Baton Rouge.
I'm in Garland now.
Yeah, Garland is a part of Dallas County. You say you know all your rights and everything, you should at least know the jurisdiction of the city that you're in.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand. So I told you my life's in jeopardy. You're emotionally abusive,
Okay,
and you're covering for it, which is a felony.
sure.
Why would you do that?
I still don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, I've repeated it multiple times. If I was arrested and assaulted sitting at a domestic violence support group, are you married?
No.
Okay, you have a mom. So if your mom went to a domestic violence support group, someone you cared about, because obviously I don't have value to you guys. So let's say that it was your mom or sister, if you have a sister, someone that you deemed that had value, that had got in a situation and was assaulted by the government officials trying to get help out of that abuse for profit, someone you cared about. Okay, would that be okay?
No. And I'm
Okay, so if your family member that you cared about, because I don't have value to you people, I'm just trying to get clarity. I'm just trying to get clarity, please. Okay, because I've been going through this years. So if someone you cared about went to the police to report abuse that they've been forced to be in years, and they were treated the way that you're treating me for someone you loved, would that be okay?
I don't think I'm treating you unfairly.
Okay, well, I've told you multiple times, as well as all the police, the multitude of police that I...
Telling me that you feel
We're
like
still deflecting. What are the solutions? Because I go to police department for years, and they all cover for my abuse and try to frame me for mental illness so I can stay in it.
I don't have the means to transport you anywhere.
Okay, well, you haven't called anyone. Do you have a victim's advocate? It's an emergency. It's an emergency because this has been going on years.
I've told you that I can provide you with information on.
I want placement. Why would you guys deprive me of placement and try to force me to call numbers? Is something going on with my phone? Why are they saying that CPS now the only way that you can report child abuse now is on your phone? Why is it all these schemes to force me to call people on my phone? Why would the government do that?
Transport to take you to a place.
We're deflecting. If a person comes to the police department in an emergency, you tell them they can't help for years? You tell the parties that come to the police department, say, please, please help me. You tell them at multitude of departments, say, we can't help.
You're not in immediate danger.
I am in immediate danger because I'm targeted by the government and can't get law enforcement and get terrorized daily.
Okay,
You can see it on my
You're
channel.
not being targeted by the government.
Okay, you don't know that. You haven't checked out my channel. I can't get law enforcement. I've been ran off roads and was assaulted at a domestic violence support group and arrested at the Texas Rangers for reporting my abuse. That is targeted by the government.
Same things over and over again. I'm sorry you're going through this crisis, but there's nothing more I can do for you.
Why would the government deny me the ability to be safe?
I don't know. I don't work for, I don't
Okay, so I want to speak with your supervisor. So, because I want to report you depriving me of the ability to be safe along with all the police departments and government agencies I go to. I want to speak with the supervisor because this is not acceptable for me to tell you my life is in jeopardy and you cover for it.
culpability or your mental state. I'm sorry for that.
Now, you don't need to gaslight me and abuse me for things on camera footage. You have a channel, look at it. That's abusive, sir. It's abusive for you to try to cover up with crimes by blaming me for mental illness when it's recorded. It was recorded. Your officers violating me and assaulting me for trying to sit at a domestic violence support group. I don't know why you would enforce abuse. I'm begging you to help me get out of domestic violence. Why would the government enforce that I stay in it?
No one is forcing you.
Okay, I want help because I can't get out on my own. Please, I fear my safety.
You fear your safety from what?
I've already told you. Just get help, sir. I can show her all the evidence. You don't. Now I want help. I don't want you to gaslight and violate me reporting crimes. Why would the government do that to me?
That isn't occurring because you feel that people are chasing you.
Let me show you the footage. Let me show you the footage. So the problem of it is you're tampering with evidence, which is a felony. Because I've given you the YouTube channel. You refuse to look at it. You have a phone right there. Pull it up. But since you refuse to look at the evidence like every law enforcement agency I have been in, I will show it to you.
Can I call the dealership and they email something?
Like, what does he need? I'm trying to get proof of insurance, because he's just trying to access to get his vehicle. Right? Is it under his name? Is it under your name?
Yes, it's
The
all
vehicle's
under my
under your
name.
name. The vehicle's under your name.
Yes, everything.
Do you have proof of that?
I'll have to call the dealership because
You might
everything
have
is
to
inside
call
the car.
dealership just so you can have like a title, like a picture of the title, or like a proof of purchase for you. Just so
Proof
we
of
can
purchase
say,
they might, but the they told me themselves that I don't have the title yet because I paid it off
you
so
have the
fast.
tag.
A tag?
Yeah, you
Like
have the tag.
the license plate?
Yeah. See if
Yeah.
you can run it. Do you have an ID on you, man?
It's inside the car.
Do you have a picture of your ID?
Yeah.
Okay. See if the vehicle returns. If you run the paper tag, see if it comes back registered to him. If it doesn't, he's gonna need to have some paperwork from the dealership that says that it is registered.
Here it is. Here's the VIN
If it
number. Right
does,
here.
yeah, we can release it. We can release information. We can let him get information out of the vehicle.
And do the tow truck need?
And I'm going on my own.
Where's your stuff?
But
The tow truck?
Yeah.
Is it a video?
yes,
May I see it?
yes.
Yes, they're up there.
I didn't know that I was going to get
This
bullied
is
for
me
just reporting
arrested
it there.
trying to report my battery theft
Why would you
felony.
do all this? Because I want to report it there.
Okay.
You said I'm giving you evidence that I'm targeted, and
Well,
you're
I
still
don't
tampering with
understand
evidence
why I
covering
keep
for
getting
it.
mistreated. I just wanted to.
I'm showing you it doesn't matter what I'm trying to show you that multiple different law
And all
enforcement
these
agencies. I'm
officers-
showing you evidence, and you're still
I
tampering with
just
evidence,
showed
which is a
you on my
felony.
phone they said I can't do police reports, and you got furious and put me out.
Okay.
So it's a crime for
Tampering
you
with
to
evidence is a
try
felony,
to
sir.
intimidate me and bully me for reporting the abuse I
You're
experienced.
covering for the crime. Look at, I'm giving you evidence, and you're tampering with. Let me show you. This is one video. I'm trying. You heard that I'm trying to give them evidence like I'm trying to give you, and they arrested me. That's what you guys did before. Now you just deprived me of law enforcement. But I actually got arrested and violated trying to report
I can't
crimes.
report crimes there, so I don't know what to
What
do.
did the LC just tell you? The LC
She's
told
covering
you
for
we
it.
are not here to do
All
this.
law
We're
enforcement
here to
agencies
get
cover for
security.
crimes.
Right, so I need to know
So,
where to go.
being violated and arrested reporting crimes is okay with you?
Police harass me like this.
I'd like to speak with your supervisor. You have integrity
Why are you
issues.
angry with
I
me
want to
because I had
escalate
something
above you.
I want you to
If
get
you're
your
not committing crimes, let me escalate. What I think is going on, they have gatekeepers that enforce criminal activity and commit felonies.
So if you'd like,
I would like to speak with your supervisor. Why are you depriving me of the right to get past your criminal activity? I don't want to call that number. I want to escalate above your supervisor. You're committing a crime right now.
I'm not calling supervisor up here. I'm the supervisor up here.
This is they've been getting away with this chaos years. These are crimes that are getting ignored. Crimes.
You know what? Here.
Yeah. Just try to go ahead. You've been getting away with it years. You shouldn't enforce abuse.
I have no idea who you are.
You're enforcing abuse and crimes. You shouldn't do that. If you want to stop me and arrest me again, you guys shouldn't be committing crimes to this degree.
That was Dallas PD that arrested
No,
me. Does it
Garland.
look like Dallas PD?
Garland arrested me too. I've told you that multiple times.
Okay.
And you're covering for it,
Okay.
which is a felony.
Okay.
So what they do, they call and enforce their crimes, the other government committing these crimes.
Yep.
They have been doing it years.
I have a 16B individual up here who is nothing of anything, but wishes to speak with a supervisor. And I told her that you guys are busy, and I'm supervisor up here, but she is refusing to leave.
How far you is?
So now they do the criminal trespass to enforce crimes.
Trespass you from here, ma'am.
They've done it. I told you the crime is pretty extreme. They did it in Tyler to cover up for crimes, but you keep covering for
Your
it.
driver's license, and I need. Well,
They have current criminal. You're tampering with evidence, sir, and covering up for crimes. You're committing a felony right now, like all police departments have done and got away with it.
I got somebody.
Okay, yeah,
They
I see.
already up there, and I'm like,
So they were prepared, waiting on me because they're breaking into my phone, committing crimes, and cover for all of the things. Refuse because my abuser don't like me to get protected from him. So he has these people in control under check. So they will not get me in a safe environment, which is a crime. I have a right to be put in place in a safe environment. They call the police, they assault, violate to keep me from getting protected from this man. You've witnessed it. And then try to frame me with mental illness to enforce his abuse. This is where I'm at. All locations do it. I just showed him a video where I was, all those marshals were harassing me, depriving me of law enforcement, and arrested me for trying to report crimes. You see how that's what they're told to do. We have a sadistic person running these people. I have told them I've been abused or false arrest, child abuse, and he thinks it's funny. But he thinks it's funny. How many people think that abusers, sadistic abusers running the government is safe? They are puppets, the same pattern. You? What's your name?
My name is Lieutenant Guntherman.
Okay, Guntherman. I'm in a domestic violence situation and I cannot get law enforcement, period. And I went to the FBI. Police enforced that I stay in abuse and try to intimidate me and bully me for trying to escape abuse. So I don't know why I would get arrested sitting at a domestic violence support group for Garland Police and get violated for trying to report my abuse.
I asked her about domestic abuse. Whoever may have been abusing her is apparently from Baton Rouge. She doesn't know where he's at, but he sends people. And then,
It's on my YouTube channel because the police want to investigate it. So I had to get a YouTube channel with all this evidence.
Can I at least see your face?
No, I prefer.
doing that, I told her.
Yeah, I just record interactions with the police because, like I said, I'm not safe. If I was arrested by Garland Police and assaulted for sitting at a domestic violence support group and went to the Texas Rangers, and then he's covering for the crimes. That's why I asked to speak with you.
We're covering for all the crimes as well.
Yeah, so I can show you the video footage that he's covering for.
I pulled up her YouTube channel. It's just her filming interactions with police.
So here's where I was arrested for trying to report my new battery pack stolen. Yes, but I'm trying to report that I'm targeted. I've already told Internal Affairs that.
Okay. Well, if you talk to Internal Affairs,
I'm already in line. I just got
what
in
is it
line.
I can do for you?
I don't know why the government is depriving me of the right to be protected from this man. Why would the United States do that?
I don't know either.
Okay, well, I want to be protected, and for years I've been violated and assaulted and mistreated and emotional, psychological abuse, tormented, trying to get protection from this man. I'm here at the police department, and I cannot get protected. I don't know why you guys would enforce his abuse.
No one is abusing you.
Okay, okay, well, I'm here. I have told this man I fear my safety. He's smiling.
I've asked you what could I do for you.
And I would like to be placed in a safe environment. He wants me to call numbers. I don't have that ability. So I would like for someone to place me in a safe environment and get me with an advocate. I fear my safety.
Okay.
And I've been deprived of that right, assaulted and violated years trying to be safe. Why would the police be intimidated for me trying to escape abuse?
My guess
Why
is
was
they're
that?
not.
Okay, well, I don't understand why the Garland police came and arrested and assaulted me for sitting at a domestic violence support group.
When did we arrest you?
That was April of 2019, and then prior to that, I was ran off the road, and I showed the shelter footage of me being ran off the road prior.
Did you take the arrest to court?
I showed the shelter evidence that I was ran off the road, and the police came to interrupt and told the shelter, and I showed it to the police. He covered for it, me being ran off the road with license plate numbers, Garland Police. So then they told the shelter to give me an appointment a month away when I was terrified for my life. Cars were also stopped on the freeway. So it was weird. But anyway, moving forward, so since I was scheduled an appointment a month away, I went to a domestic violence support group, and Garland Police came and interrupted that, arrested and assaulted me there. And I was speaking to a victim's advocate here.
But did you take that to
I was
court? Did you
speaking
take
to
the arrest to court?
I wasn't allowed to go to court. I was speaking to a victim's advocate here, and the police interrupted that.
Did you plead not guilty?
I was not allowed to go to court. I don't have rights. I can't go to court. That's why I think that I'm targeted. Have you ever heard of anyone that was denied their right to go to court?
Never.
Okay, so if you've never heard
And
of
you
that,
weren't
why
either.
is it that I can't get law enforcement? I was
you
doing investigation. I was not multiple different locations.
happily, but no.
Why?
the-
Okay,
the
hold on.
judge-
I
the
just want to
judge
make sure.
arranged you.
I'm just trying to make sure. So, in 2022, the way law enforcement works in 2022, you don't do an investigation. You just make false statements and say that you weren't, with over 100 and something reports.
The judge arranged you when you were arrested.
I'm at the law enforcement. You can clearly go through the documentation, sir. I'm not understanding why in 2022 you're covering for it. Can you have him leave? Because that's why I call the supervisor.
No, I'm not having any.
Because it's like the police and I'm getting violated when I do these reports and intimidation tactics
No
and
one's
slander.
violating you.
Okay, so here's the thing. So I don't understand why the government now, instead of doing law enforcement on 100 and something reports and actually looking at the documentation and doing investigation, why they slander and tell the party it didn't happen instead of just doing a proper investigation.
All you would need to do is get an attorney.
Okay.
And that attorney could file all sorts of federal
Okay.
rights violations.
So now, for me, I'm denied. The government chooses to deny me law enforcement and my right to go to court. So you just see the government is just depriving me of all law enforcement. Is that what we're saying?
No.
Okay. So I have told you that I feared my safety, and I told you I feared my safety because I wasn't allowed to go to court. I told you I feared my safety because one of your police came and arrested me at a domestic violence support group on camera footage and assaulted me. I told you I was ran off the road and another police covered for that, and then you're covering for it. If I go to all law enforcement agencies and they all cover up for criminal activity, I think that's a threat to national security, and I thought that before COVID. But here's the thing, I don't understand why the government is enforcing that I stay in abuse, pushing and shoving me, trying to get protection orders, arresting me for trying to report child abuse and my abuse at the Texas Rangers. It all happened with Garland Police. And why you're standing here covering for it and blaming me and saying it didn't happen.
I didn't catch half of that. But no, I did catch the part where you think there's some sort of
Okay, here's the thing.
wide
Here's the
conspiracy
thing.
against
Here's the
you.
thing. Why would you deny law enforcement to check? Why would you just say that I think and it's on camera footage? I have said that repetitively.
Well, I would be happy
So
to check.
tampering with evidence is a felony. Depriving me the right to investigation for 100 and something reports is a crime.
But no, I'm not checking.
And then
100
trying to
something
slander
reports.
me and say I think to cover up for criminal activity is definitely a crime. Is your body cam on?
No,
Isn't that a crime?
no.
It is. You're supposed to have your body cam on. Are you tampering with evidence?
There's no evidence
There are
here.
multiple cameras in here that pick up video and audio.
Okay, so I don't understand. I tried to do a report and I thought it was criminal for police to deprive me of reports and law enforcement.
You can talk to our internal affairs if you think there's a problem here. You can talk
Why
to the
would so
Department
many
of Justice if you think that internal affairs
Wow,
is
I just
involved
don't understand why
in
you
this
commit a
wide
crime right now and
conspiracy.
deprive me of the right of being safe and slander me and say that
You
I
are
think
perfectly safe right now.
I'm not. If police keep covering for my abuse and enforcing it, that does not make me feel safe. I told you my life is in jeopardy. He laughed
if
and he thinks it's funny
police are the
to
problem,
torment and abuse
Then
it.
you have to go to the agency that is above the police.
But here's
That's
the thing,
Department
I
of
just want to
Justice.
know why the government is depriving me of my right to be
I
safe.
don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Okay, well, I would like to speak to someone. I would need help with the domestic abuse because you guys keep covering up for crimes. I want to speak with someone and show her my YouTube channel and get help for domestic violence.
We do have a counselor here Monday through Friday. We don't have him here on the weekend.
Okay, well, last time I came, you guys interrupted and forced me to leave and told me to go to
I
Plano.
can imagine that did not go well with you.